If Giordano Bruno gazed outward into infinite space, Emanuel Swedenborg turned inward into infinite consciousness. A scientist, engineer, anatomist, astronomer, inventor, and philosopher, and then suddenly, at age 56, everything changed. He claimed a spiritual world open to him. He said he could walk between two realities, the physical world and the world of spirits. He wrote that time behaves differently there, that events unfold on multiple layers, and that the last judgment, the final unveiling, had already occurred in the invisible realm. To most people, this sounds impossible, but to Swedenborg, it was simply his daily life. He stands apart in history, a rational mind who kept a diary of visions. He never asked to be a prophet. He was a scientist who accidentally became one. And now we explore the man who believed that the universe is built from correspondence, hidden patterns connecting matter, mind, symbol, and destiny. Emanuel Swedenborg was born January 29, 1868 in Stockholm, Sweden. He grew up in a deeply religious family but surrounded himself with science, not mysticism. He was brilliant, one of the great minds of his age. In his first half of life, he published volumes on physics, chemistry, metallurgy, mathematics. He redesigned canons. He mapped the brain. He attempted to explain the soul in mechanical terms. He was a respected statesman and inventor. He wasn't looking for revelation. He was looking for structure, laws, principles. But then something happened that even he couldn't explain. Around 1744, he began having dreams and visions. At first, he dismissed them, but they became stronger, more vivid, more coherent. He wrote, "I was in the spirit and my eyes were opened." He claimed he could see and speak with beings no one else could. He said he could observe the afterlife as clearly as waking life. And he began writing thousands of pages describing a universe where physical time, spiritual time, and divine time all exist simultaneously. This is where Swedenborg becomes part of our lineage, another prophet of the loop, but from a different direction. Where Bruno saw infinite worlds across space, Swedenborg saw infinite worlds across consciousness, core discoveries in the spiritual world. Swedenborg claimed that when his spiritual senses opened, he discovered that the universe is structured very differently from what we assume. He wrote down these discoveries not as poetry, not as visions, but as if they were scientific observations. Here are the essentials: simple, clean, and clear. 1. Everything has two sides, physical and spiritual. Every object, every event, every thought exists simultaneously on two levels: outer world, matter, space, linear time; inner world, meaning, symbol, correspondence. To Swedenborg, your physical life is just one expression. Your inner life is the real one. 2. Time is not the same in the spiritual world. This is where Swedenborg connects directly to PKD, McKenna, revelation, and loop ideas. He said, physical time is sequential. Spiritual time is based on states of consciousness. Divine time is outside sequence entirely. This means events can happen spiritually before they happen physically. And sometimes spiritual history repeats until humans catch up. Already, you see the loop pattern forming.
3. Heaven and hell are states, not places. They aren't locations you travel to. You become aligned with them based on what you love. The afterlife is a reflection, not a destination. 4. People continue their personality after death, not as ghosts, but as conscious beings living in a world shaped by their inner nature. This world follows different laws of meaning, not matter. 5. Revelation is ongoing. To Swedenborg, prophecy isn't a one-time event. It unfolds gradually like layers peeling back. He believed each era received the truth it is ready for. This is why he claimed the last judgment had already happened, not physically but spiritually, in 1757. His concept of layered time. This part is crucial because it mirrors PKD's two overlapping worlds, Nietzsche's cyclical time, Bohm's implicate order, McKenna's time wave, revelation scroll within a scroll structure, our theme of looping reality. Swedenborg said that 1. The spiritual world has no time as we experience it. You move through states, not seconds. 2. The physical world has linear time, cause and effect. 3. Divine reality is timeless, seeing all moments at once. He explained it like this: time in heaven is the change of states of life, meaning when you change internally, your state, you move in spiritual time. This is why in visions he could see the past, present, and future interwoven. He wasn't predicting the future, he was watching the spiritual pattern behind it.
From this perspective, history is a shadow of deeper events happening in divine consciousness. And sometimes the shadow repeats until humanity understands. This is almost exactly PKD's idea that Rome never ended, the Black Iron Prison repeats, we are living inside a looped historical state. Swedenborg saw it first, 2 centuries before PKD. The Last Judgment already happened. This is the strangest part of Swedenborg's worldview, and the key to why he fits the prophets of the loop lineage. He claimed that, in 1757, in the spiritual realm, the Last Judgment took place. He described it in detail, not as an external disaster, but a cleansing of consciousness. After this event, he said, humanity's spiritual freedom increased, new revelations became possible, a new age began internally, not physically. This connects directly to revelation, cycles of renewal, Pythagorean purification, Bruno's infinite worlds evolving, McKenna's time compression, modern spiritual awakenings, the idea of the loop resetting from the inside. Swedenborg's version is simple. The real apocalypse happens inside consciousness first. Only later does the physical world reflect it. This maps perfectly onto our larger theme, the inner and outer worlds aligning through cycles. Correspondences, the hidden code. This is his most influential idea. Swedenborg believed the universe is built from a language of symbols. Everything in nature corresponds to something in spirit. Everything in scripture corresponds to an inner meaning. Everything in your life corresponds to your inner state. Reality is a text. The world is a metaphor. Events are messages. In this worldview, nothing is random. Everything is patterned. Life is a symbolic loop trying to wake you up. This idea influenced William Blake, Carl Jung, synchronicity, PKD, Vallis signals, the New Age movement, the idea of meaningful coincidences, the concept of the universe talking to you. Swedenborg turned the entire cosmos into a language. His place in the lineage. If Pythagoras gave us the cosmic harmony and Bruno gave us the infinite worlds, Swedenborg gives us the multi-layered universe where consciousness and time reflect each other and revelation loops from spirit into matter. He is the prophet of inner infinity. He is the bridge between mysticism and psychology, between revelation and modern metaphysics, between ancient symbolism and contemporary loops. He is a crucial piece of the pattern. Emanuel Swedenborg never wanted to be a mystic. He was a man of calculations, blueprints, and measured thought. He built machines, mapped the brain, studied the stars, and believed the universe could be understood by reason. And yet, in the middle of his life, something happened that reason could not contain. He claimed another world opened beside this one, a world shaped not by physical laws, but by meaning, intention, and inner truth. He saw time moving in layers, not lines. He saw revelation unfolding quietly inside consciousness long before history noticed. He saw humanity evolving not through politics, but through awakening. Most people dismissed him. Some mocked him, but Swedenborg didn't care. He wasn't trying to convert anyone. He was documenting what he saw. His message was simple, but dangerous. The real story of the universe is happening inside you. The world you call reality is only the surface. Beneath it is a symbolic structure, a pattern, a correspondence, a language the universe uses to speak to the soul. To Swedenborg, prophecy wasn't thunder from the sky. It was recognition, realization, remembering something you always knew. And he left us with a question unlike any other thinker in history. If there is a deeper world behind this one, a world outside linear time, a world that loops and unfolds through the states of your own heart, are you listening to it, or are you living only on the surface? Swedenborg believed humanity lives in two realms at once, one we see, one we feel. And the moment these two worlds align, the moment our inner truth matches our outer life, that is when revelation happens. Not at the end of time, but at the end of illusion.